Curse Implock is still one of the best decks in the game right now, so if you really want to learn how to play this deck optimally and get the most out of it, this guide should definitely help you out. I have coached so many people to Legend with this deck already, and I really know everything there is to it, so you guys can steal wins even on games that look impossible. So in this video I will go over the deck in detail, as well as give you a detailed Mulligan guide and show you its matchups so you know what to expect from it. If you find the video helpful and you're serious about Hearthstone, like the video and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can also hire me for some Hearthstone coaching. Now let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
As you can see, for the last 3 days, Curse Implock is actually tier 1 from Diamond to Legend, and it's even shown tier 1 from top 1000 Legend, which sounds a little bit iffy honestly, but this is what the stats show. Same can be said for Legend as well. This is the most popular deck right now, and you have already seen it so many times, and I do believe this is pretty much as close as it gets to the optimal variant. Some people do like one less touch of Naf Regime for a shady bartender, and that does have some merit, but the touch can be pretty insane as well. The gist of the deck is you want to be curving out in the early turns with your good imps, and you want to steal as much phase damage as you can like that. And when you start losing the board, you switch over to the control game plan, so you can finish off the opponent with curses. Obviously, the smarter opponents are gonna be trying to keep a big hand size, so you can't really give them too many curses, but the way you play around that is you just have to keep building the board pressure, so they have to answer it, and usually that means opening up some hand space. That doesn't really apply to smart control priest players, because they basically generate 1, 2 or even 3 cards when they play a single card, and their removal is super efficient, so those would be one of your hardest matchups, in regards to at least trying to kill them with curses. You have Impending Catastrophe in here, which is an excellent tool for you to draw a lot of extra cards, but it's even okay to do this on turn 2 with just a single Flame Imp a lot of the times. Vial Library is also super good, and in some cases you want to be using it as soon as you play it on the board, but in other cases it would be preferable to actually wait it out. Let's say if you're against a Mage, and you already have Fiendish Circle on the board on turn 3, you might want to be holding off the Vial Library, because they can just freeze it off with a single Amplified Snow Flurry. But if it's actually turn 4 for the Mage, you still might want to just use it, because they can kill off your 1/1s with Reckless Apprentice for instance. Bran is insanely good in this deck, but don't be afraid to actually tempo it out, especially if you're very low on early game tempo. Bran on curve can be insanely good, and that goes double if you actually have a Mischievous for the next turn, because even if you don't have it infused, this is still gonna be a 4-mana 9/9 for you if the Bran sticks. Other utilizations for Bran would be obviously for your Cultist, for your Zakul, and the most important of the bunch, for your Lady Darkvein, because that way you can give the opponent more than 4 curses in a single turn, if you set it up properly with an Abyssal Wave prior. Drag Below is also not the worst thing in the world to set up on your Lady Darkvein, but it's a lot trickier, and the opponent has a lot better chances of actually burning some curses without them even triggering. But even if they do that, the damage is still getting amplified, so your future curses are still gonna be stronger. Another lesser known interaction for Bran would be to use it actually with your Dreadlich Tamsin. And even though that's not something you generally want to do, you still should know that this is gonna deal free damage and draw you free cards, and then deal free damage and draw free cards again. The reason why I'm saying it weird like that is because if you draw some of the free imps on the first draw, those are still gonna get killed by the second free damage wave. So keep that in mind. And you can obviously use the Bran for a doubled up Imp King Rafam, and if you already have an Imp stuck on the board, that might also be a pretty good play. With Tamsin Roam in the control-y matchups, you definitely want to be utilizing her to get extra curses, but if you're against something like an aggro druid for instance, you might even just do it to get a second copy of a Grimoire Sacrifice, because that would be insanely powerful in the aggro matchups. Cycling some touch of Naf Regime is also pretty good with her, but the usual spells you want to be copying with her would be your Drag Below as well as your Abyssal Wave. Mischievous Imp is one of your best early game minions, and you gotta realize that you could be dropping this even without the infused part, because it's still gonna be a 4-mana 6/6, and those imps are also very synergistic to your playstyle, so they are very powerful. You don't really want to be maximizing value with this deck a lot of the time, and in some cases you just want to be tempoing out stuff so you don't fall too far behind on the board, because healing is not something you have plenty of. Lady Darkvein is another card you're probably not playing to its full potential, because in aggressive matchups, a tempo Lady Darkvein is still pretty much insane. Like, she can be a turn 4 or a turn 5 3/6 with a couple of 2/1s on the side. And if you're against an aggressive matchup, if you actually have Grimoire Sacrifice onto the 2/1s, that can be pretty powerful too. But even something like Impending Catastrophe would be pretty awesome for you, because that way you're tempoing out a ton of stats which also draw you a couple of cards. Against the mid-range and value matchups, however, you definitely want to be setting her up, preferably with Abyssal Wave. So doing something like a turn 6 or 7 Abyssal Wave even on an empty board would be a very good way for you to set yourself up for success on the next turn, especially against opponents that can build tall boards. If you're against something like an Evolve Shaman, for instance, setting up Abyssal Wave for your Lady Darkvein, even on an empty board, is just gonna be insanely good, because on turn 7, for instance, they always like to be playing something like Glug, or Tiny Toys evolved into random 7-drops. And with that, playing Lady Darkvein and sacrificing one of the 2/1s with a Touch or Grimoire Sacrifice is gonna allow you to have up to 10 damage AoE, and that usually deals with everything on the board, while giving the opponent tons of curses. The biggest play, however, you could do with Lady Darkvein would be a turn 8 Bran into Lady Darkvein into maybe a 0-mana Drag Below set up from your Tamsin Roam. So without the Tamsin part, this is usually a turn 9 Bran into Lady into 4 Abyssal Curses into the opponent, and that is just huge. Another thing you need to remember for this deck is the order in which you have played your spells, because your best shadow spells in this deck would be Abyssal Wave and Drag Below, and also Grimoire Sacrifice can be pretty hot as well. But something you don't usually want to have as your last shadow spell would be Impending Catastrophe or Touch of Nafrazim, because those are just not great targets for your Lady Darkvein. So definitely make sure to remember if you have actually messed up your order, so that you know if Lady Darkvein is actually a good play or an absolutely horrible one. Zakul is also pretty interesting in this deck. In a lot of the games, you're actually gonna be very happy tempoing it out, even when your curses are just doing 1 damage. The reason for that is you don't always need the healing out of him. However, he is a chunky 6/5, which the opponent kinda needs to answer. And he's also starting off your curse game plan, so do not hoard him for when you actually need the healing. In some games, obviously you will want that, but in most, he's just a great tempo play. Dreadlich Tamsin is also great for you to get some AoE done, as well as gain some armor and that much needed card draw, because a lot of the times you want to be comboing off your cards well, so you can actually finish off the game faster. And we have Imp King Rafam in here as well, who in some games you could just tempo out even before the infuses. Also, make sure to remember if actual imps have died for Rafam, or it was just things like cultists and librarians, because Imp King Rafam is summoning back only your imps, not your demons, just the imps. So that is something important to know, and like I said, tempoing him out even just for a couple of free frees, that is still gonna be a 6-mana 12/12, and that's a win in my book. Also, another thing you should know about curses is if you give a curse to the opponent, and they don't play it, next turn, first they're gonna take the damage and discard the curse, and then they're gonna draw cards. So if you're planning out to burn a card for the opponent, make sure they don't already have a curse from the last turn. And also that is something you should remember when you're actually playing against Curse Imp Warlocks. And usually, the first few curses you should be leaving in your hand like that, so they cannot give you extra more curses like that, and that way you're gonna be taking less damage in the long run. Matchup wise, here's what it looks like in Legends. And Frost Death Knight is not going to be very fun for you, because they usually close out the game faster than you. Aggro Mage can also be problematic, and Pure Paladin has pretty annoying Divine Shields, which can be hard for your removal. Miracle Rogue also tends to be building too big stuff for you to actually handle on time, and Evolve Shaman can also high roll things like 12/12s as soon as turn 2, so it's no surprise it can feel also pretty rough. The rest looks pretty green though. For the Mulligan, when going first and second, Wicked Shipment and Fiendish Circle are always gonna be great. Vile Library can also feel pretty nice, but I usually want to have at least a single 1-drop before I actually consider keeping this, because it's a support card, and if you actually don't get the imps, that's just a 2-mana do nothing. Flame Imp is also an amazing keep, as well as your Librarian, and again, if you already have Wicked Shipment, Impending Catastrophe can also make the cut. Imp King Rafam can also be a pretty good keep, but it really depends on the matchup. Like if you're suspecting you're playing against something like a Frost Death Knight, you're probably not gonna be very happy on keeping Rafam, because it's probably just gonna get frozen over and over again that late. Mischievous Imp is also something you would usually keep, but when going first, try to have at least a good 1-drop so you can somewhat curve into it. Cultist is also not the worst thing you can do on turn 3. It's not also the best one, obviously, but it's not a bad keep in most cases if you already have a good curve going. When on the coin, Fiendish and Wicked Shipment are still your best keeps, and Flustered and Flame Imp are also great. Mischievous Imp becomes a lot more keepable, and you could even consider keeping things like Impending Catastrophe without even having a curve, because you're gonna be seeing a lot more cards here. Depending on the matchup, some removal like Drag Below and Grimoire Sacrifice might make a lot of sense. And again, Vile Library could be a keep if you already have Wicked Shipment. Cultist, again, could be a decent keep. And Imp King is still somewhat situational. That's it for the deck guide. Now let's check out some of the games on the last coaching session to Legend. Enjoy! Okay, we're gonna have to be a little more hands-on approach in the beginning. In this particular case, I think you can hold on to the whole hand. We're against the Death Knight, that can be a problem, but we'll figure it out. I think so, yeah, just because we have the perfect one drops into location. Location is usually not something you always want to be keeping like that, especially going first, but in this case I think we can. Oh my goodness, okay. Here... Let's play the Flustered Librarian here. Because next turn we're probably playing both the imps. Hopefully this guy doesn't have great ways to deal with this just yet. He shouldn't. That's kind of shitty, but at least we're gonna connect for 4 damage next turn. Problem is he's also gonna remove a lot of crap. Okay, well that actually kinda helps even more. Yeah, let's play both the 1 mana imps, I'd say. Yes, and next turn we're gonna use the Vile Library with Wicked Shipment and go face. He's just gonna hero power into the free one and kill an imp with his face. So that's what his turn is looking like, but next turn we're gonna have a... Oh, come on, man, don't tell me you have refresh as well. No, I think he's just gonna face trade the 2-1. That was a misplay on his part, I'd say. He should have utilized his resources there. Unless he has refresh mana. If he has that, that would suck duck. Oh, he's not gonna kill her? Okay. Sure, man. Yeah, Vile Library on the right, Wicked Shipment, and use location on the Librarian. And let's see if he enjoys what he's seeing. I mean, this is kinda a bit better for him, how it panned out, but still, we're on a pretty good road to fucking him up. Because we managed to drop a good chunk of his health as is with the aggro. Oh god, that's pretty OP for him though. Oof, that's a bad top deck for us though. Let's see what's in the hero power then. And apparently there's nothing. Amazing. Okay, that's all. Okay, so much for the great start. Frost Decay is a pretty good deck against us most of the time, but I think we're still on a good spot. Let's just whip out the 5 mana as a Kuhl. It's not gonna heal us much, but it's still a very hard minion for him to deal with. That's all. How's it going, Daddy? This guy has all the removal, doesn't he? It's gonna icy touch it, isn't it? Please don't touch it. Oh, come on, man. Sag. Oh well. Okay, we're still fine though. Let's play the 3 mana cultist on the left side and drag below the 2-2. Okay, if you manage to find some removal, a cheap removal off the top, you might even trigger a lady next turn. Okay, he's taking a good chunk of curse damage now. Right now your Lady Darkvein has drag below as a spell, so that can be cute. Okay, plays the bigger curse, big whoop. Sure, it's fine. Wookie. I think you just tempoed a 5-mana Lady Darkvein here. We could even consider hero powering. Let's hero power as well though. Yeah, hero power. We should be fine. He's basically using all of his removal for our for our board. That's all. Don't forget your location, even though it's glowing. It's only usable, really usable, when you actually have imps on the board. It doesn't do absolutely anything when you don't have any imps. Okay. Oh, come on. The fucking 2-1 didn't even trigger. Well, that kind of helps, but he's just gonna play those now. We're not super happy how this turned out, but we still now are gonna have a good Mischievous Imp play. And our curse is still amped up, so pretty good Mischievous into a bunch of card draw. This should be fine. Let's see what we top deck though, because if you get something like Drag Below, that might be the play. Nope. Yeah, let's play the 4-mana Mischievous Imp into Impending Catastrophe then. Okay, none of those. Put down another location between the freeze. And use one on the left, use one on the right. Basically try to make as much pressure as we can right now. He's probably gonna freeze the whole board with 5 damage, but we'll see. We have a decent Tamsin Row and Abyssal Wave if we want to. Okay. Okay, he's gonna have to figure out a way to pick it apart. Nice. Looking good. He's basically dead from hand next turn, because all you need to do is Tamsin Realm, Abyssal. The next curse gives us 6, the one after 7, so he did. And we basically gave him enough pressure on the board so he cannot just gain armor through his Astalor. So yeah, 3-mana Tamsin Realm into double Abyssal Wave, GG. Okay, off to a good start. This guy had quite the nuts against us, but we also had a pretty good hand. Easy. So yeah, even though that Lady Darkvein did not feel traditionally amazing, it still basically spent the entire turn for that guy, and it also amped up our curses with 2 more damage, so it was still very, very worth doing. Okay. Like, traditionally what you want to be doing with the lady is play her and trigger her the same turn, but against decks that have a lot of burn that also want to be killing you from hands, playing her on curve basically spends so much resource for the opponent. Like, the minions alone are so weird to deal with, like a couple of 2-1s and a 3-6, not the easiest thing in the world, but also amping up the curse damage was pretty cool. Okay, against the hunter, fellow. Not anymore, Rogue. Maestra does not exist anymore, basically. She is nerfed to the ground. She is nerfed out of the game, basically. She's useless. Let's just keep 1 Flame Imp and 1 Cultist. Technically, even Touch of Naphrazim could make some sense, honestly. You know what, I would hold on to 1 Touch as well, so let's just remove 1 Cultist. Okay, that's not necessarily better, but it could be decent later. Because right now, this guy opens up with a Peasant or a Trog. This touch could have been important. He doesn't, so now you can just Flame Imp. And next turn maybe heal out. Hey, look at that, the only card we mulliganed away. Thanks, game. Okay, it's not the worst thing in the world to have 2 of. Like, if this guy don't do much, we can just coin out a free drop into a free drop. It's still a chunky minion. Ups the curse plan. It's acceptable, but it's not the most amazing thing you could be doing on 2 and 3. It's close to it, but not the most. Usually it's good. This guy maybe is Face Hunter though. That's somewhat odd. Yeah, let's coin out a free drop Cultist and smack him in the mouth. Why didn't he attack with the weapon? Maybe he has a Keen Eye Spotter. Let's fuck around and find out. Yeah, he should have attacked for sure if he was a Spitter Hunter. Maybe he thought we were just Imp Warlock though, and in that case, holding onto the weapon for all of the 1/1 imps. Yep, keen eye spotter it was. Well, that's mildly annoying. Kinda not a big fan of how this is panning out now. Oh, there you go, that's perfect. Drag these nuts across the 3/4 and go face. Yeah. Would have been awkward for us if we didn't top deck that right now. Turn was gonna look messy, like maybe it was a Vile Library, use it in trade. Especially if you top deck the playable 1-drop minion. Well, it's turn 3 and this guy's already down to 20. Hasn't achieved absolutely anything. Looking good. And we basically have a ton of removal in hand as well, so as soon as he starts winning the board, we're gonna be ready to start clearing it. Okay, he's gonna grab a ram here, I'm assuming. Okay. Let's just play the 3-mana cultist and go face. Yeah. If he plays the ram just, he won't be able to play the curse, so that's 4 damage more. Yeah, we're basically murdering this guy completely. The only way he can somewhat stabilize now would be through Tavish. And he did keep a couple of cards on the left side, so Tavish is definitely a real possibility for him. Hmm? What'd you say? Yeah, they're a real pain. Music's kinda loud, isn't it? Wait, what the fuck? Oh god, your voice is on the Chrome thing. Shit, let me fix that. Yeah, this guy rage quit. Get used to that. Say something?
Yeah, can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah, I
Yeah.
I messed it up, but now it's fine.
Yeah.
Thank God I noticed.
Yeah,
Yeah, this guy had enough of us.
Yeah.
But using the location was exactly lethal there.
Yeah, it was. Yes.
Okay, against the Mage, you say. Flame Imp definitely, and Fiendish Circle on curve is still gonna be nice against these guys. We gotta be careful around turn 5-6 though, because you don't want to give them a bunch of 1 health minions to Deathborn the shit out of you. He could also be Big Spell Mage, but that's an easy matchup. Bran, not a real keep.
No.
Bran can be an okay play on turn 3, but he's never a real keep.
So keeping the Fiendish Circle and the Flame Imp?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do that then.
Yeah, I'm drinking a lot of coffee with my job, so...
Yeah, we gotta do the little pleasures in life.
Yeah.
Okay, this can is very good as long as this guy literally just passes. Let's hope he does that then. And that's sad. Okay, that's real sad, because he is gonna kill this. But let's play the location on the right side and use it on the Flame Imp, so he has to at least ping. It's still worth.
Yeah.
And just go face.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to ping us.
Let's just hope it's not accompanied by the 2-3.
Okay.
That is very acceptable. Is he gonna flurry or not? Doesn't flurry. Fascinating behavior. Oh. Okay, so we know he's not Big Spell. He looks to be aggro.
Yeah.
That was the most expensive spell he had, so no Deathborn on curve, at least for now. Problem is, I kinda don't like giving him the circle on this board. Let's just put down another location on the right side and go face.
Yeah.
He's
Not
gonna try
using the-
trading, that's all. I'd say that's all. Like, wait a second. Do we ever consider going face and sacrificing here? Like, he just coined. It sounds kind of silly. Nah, fuck it, man. Just go face.
So face.
Yeah, go face. That's all. Next turn we're gonna play Fiendish Circle, use both locations on different imps, and sacrifice a 1/1, and that should be huge.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So circle.
Yes, circle, both locations on different imps. On the far left and on the far right.
Yes.
And sacrifice a 1/1, and let's see whose Mage is gonna tear who.
Yeah.
Let's see about that, fam. Nice. Perfection! I think. We're kind of getting low on the health area, but should be fine. Okay. That's awesome. Whip him out on the far left and go face. Can't really afford to be spending free health for that Flame Imp anymore, so let's not and say we did.
You are not prepared! I'm blind.
Thank you for the follow, Tommy. Okay, that's not great.
You are not prepared! I'm blind.
No, seriously, is the follow alerts and the subscribe alerts louder than usual? Definitely sounds louder than usual. Okay.
Do we tap?
No, you cannot afford to be tapping.
Oh.
I mean, you could. We're not that low. He actually left Zakul alive too, and a curse. So if you top deck a curse, that's gonna be huge. Sure, let's tap then.
Yeah. Oh.
That is +2 damage. Wait a moment. That's +5 basically. With the curse, it's basically 1 off. If only we had 8 slots on the board, you know?
Yeah. But shouldn't we play it the shipment and go face?
Yeah, play the Wicked Shipment, use the location on the 5/1 and everything face.
Yeah.
Maybe you can even consider tempoing Tamsin here, but let's not, because he could have Varden and board lock you like that, and we might need the board slot for something like Cultist.
Bask in my radiance.
Yeah, sure thing, Mara.
You have to remove the board with 4 mana.
Yeah, kind of a big ass. All he needed there was a Varden to live a turn, but nothing a Kris can't fix, and we have plenty of those. Like, we're basically having all of our Kris cards still in the deck, except for Zakul. I guess he has 0 mana Flurry, but...
Yeah. Okay, he's fireballing himself.
Yeah, mana culture. Sudoku! The forgotten art of Sudoku. Okay, this is actually an amazing hand. Let's just remove Zakul.
Yeah.
This seems to be a Draka rogue, most probably. We shall see. That's the new way rogue goes. He didn't keep anything, so he should have a mediocre hand himself.
Yeah.
Let's whip out one librarian, I'd say, for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Next turn, depending on what he does, we might decide to coin Fiendish or just a librarian. Doesn't do much. Well, Fiendish it is then.
Yeah.
5 damage, we take those any day. Oh my goodness, next turn is insane as well. Whip it out. This is basically the game telling you it's your turn to have fun today.
Now it's my turn now.
Yeah, you ate enough dick last time, so it's time to feed some.
And it went terribly after
did.
the stream too.
Yeah. Well, at least you still managed to stay on 4. Okay, impending away. And most probably Librarian as well, because what else would it be? Yeah, Librarian on the far left, and smack him good. This guy should honestly concede at this point. Well, not really. Like, he can still have some pretty fucked up shit.
Yeah.
But time is definitely ticking. Right now, if he has the coin guy with 2 Shadow Steps and Shadow Demise into Draka, could definitely allow him to do an insanely big weapon, like a 15-15 now and 15 damage next turn, and that's basically GG like that, but that ain't happening this game, is it? Alright, wait a moment. I'd rather go with the 2 mana Vial Library on the left middle. And hero power. Use it on the librarian again. Free health is not at all healthy against the rogue. Everything face. Okay.
Let's see.
Baby, let me see it. Hey, there was your librarian going. Could have played around it. And good thing we did.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Okay, this guy is gonna play 4 cards and he's still yet to spend the mana. You know, as one does. He's gonna play a big-ass Draka. And this is getting dangerous now. If you don't top deck... Oh my goodness, he's doing exactly what I said, except for the coin. I mean, if he doesn't have the coin, he can't play Draka though, so this is fine.
Yeah.
But he is gonna make a very fat location, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Lucky bastard. Okay. Houston, we've got a problem. Well, we basically know what his hand consists of. 3 Astalors and a couple of random stuff. Should be fine. 4 mana Mischievous Imp and Touch of Naphrazim, his 2/2, and that should be it. Next turn, a couple of Drag Belows. With the location trading. Could get rid of the 12/12, but we also might be looking for Lethal as well. Because if he just manages to kill a single 3/3, he doesn't, he kills more. Sag. But we still got him by the balls. We got him by these nuts.
These nuts.
Okay.
Great, that was...
If he goes face, he dead. He's always gonna trade though. He's an idiot, not a moron. Okay. Well, all you gotta do is survive. Wait a moment. Player 2 has joined the chat. We can play +6. It's literally one off lethal in it.
Yeah.
Again, literally 1 board space or 1 damage.
We can use double drag below and trade the imp to clear the board and 2 curses.
Trading is for pussies.
Yeah.
Let's just play the 3 mana Fiendish Circle.
Yes.
Right now we have +5 like this. He can't gain armor. Use the location on the 3/3. Go face with it and drag below the 12. He's still 1 turn away from gaining armor through Astalor, and he's definitely not gonna spend 5 mana on that. About 225 Joker. Okay. He already used all the shadow steps, so this can't do shit.
Nope.
Not even Sudoku? What is this? You're definitely gonna have to step up the game, Joker. Check out my guide on how to reach the max level, dude. It's definitely gonna skyrocket your progress. Neat! Darkvein. That doesn't look anything like a fucking priest. Like, goddamn, these skins are getting worse and worse. Just Flame Imp, I'd say. It's pretty decent Riddle, but it's actually about 54% win rate on the global stats, so it's not as amazing as you might think. But it's a good deck. It's definitely mid-tier 2 for sure. Yeah, let's... he's not even a Shadow, by the way, so Flame Imp is still better.
Okay.
Okay. What kind of AoE can this guy possibly have, though? Let me look at some priest decks real quick. What was that guy called? Bishop. The Bish. Okay. No way in hell he has 3 mana way to deal with this board, right? Play the Wicked Shipment and Flame Imp on the far right, go face. The only possible card that he could have that fucks us a bit is the 4 damage lifesteal crap. And it's still gonna left you with a couple of imps at least. No, actually it could leave you with 1. Oh my god, he's looking at it. Come on, man! Bull fucking shit, the spread was also perfect. God damn it, dudes!
That was pure bullshit.
Impending catastrophe. God damn it, Chief. Unbelievable. Go face and pass. Well, what we did cost us a lot of card draw, but we got a lot of extra damage like that, but somehow against the priest I am not smiling about it.
No.
Cultist face. Next turn's a Cule.
It's a Dragon Priest on one.
No, it's not. It's using the horn just for card draw. He could be Boar Priest, actually, but it could also be Svalna Priest. Doubt we're gonna see Svalna Priest on these ranks, though. It's not really a deck for these guys. Anything else, bro? Harder, daddy?
Another Devouring Plague?
Well, no more left in the deck, at least.
Nope. Cool.
Yeah, Zakul, the left legendary, don't mess it up with the lady. Okay, next turn it could be an Abyssal, so we can set up the lady. We'll see what happens. How's it going, Serpinski? It's been a while, brother. Happy to have you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cute. Go face with the 6-5 and 6 mana Abyssal still. Leaves it with a 6-1 on the board for him to have to deal with.
Yeah.
And we also continue the Curse plan while developing the lady. Falling on curve, wouldn't have it any other way, game.
Nope.
Okay, so right now if we give him Lady Darkvein, that would be 4 and 5. 12. GG. Go face. Lady Darkvein. Touch. G fucking G. Get out of here, lucky bastard. Easiest game of our life, right?
Yep. That's nice.
Got him good.
That's really nice.
Lady this, you filthy casual. Pass. Okay. Another Paladin. Haven't lost against many of those.
No, at least just need some good cards.
Can we, in good faith, keep this Mischievous Imp without the curve right now? Do you feel lucky?
Yeah, I feel lucky.
Let's just keep the 4 mana. Let's just do that then. Somewhat okay, but we're still missing the first few turns. Nothing a Wicked Shipment can't fix. Okay, that's not an amazing play for him either, but at least it's a play. Well, we're skipping turn 1, turn 2 we're coining something. Probably a Wicked Shipment still, so we can load up the Mischievous on time. Oh, it's Dragon Paladin. Speaking of the devil.
Okay.
Riddle Jordan spoke it into existence. Yeah, let's coin the free mana Fiendish Circle. Like, if you top deck something like Location or Impending Catastrophe, that's gonna be nutty as fuck.
Yeah.
If he city taxed it, so be it. Sure, man. Sure, dude, you were already full life, so who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cultist away, into Mischievous next turn. Sounds good to me. Sure. Not great, but still. It contests one of the free frees, so got that going for him. Yeah, whip it out. So far we're going toe to toe. Problem is on turn 8, Cariel coming into town is a very big problem for our Curse game plan, because
Yeah.
slashing it in half is a bit too hard. But so far we're doing well. Neat! Whip out Impending Catastrophe. And,
Cultist? Or are we giving him a curse?
he could have Equality. So right now removing an extra minion might actually stick a bit of an extra damage for us. So the other argument here would be to consider Tamsin, but we still have another Drag Below left in the deck. We don't have Tamsin either, so I think I prefer to Drag Below on the 2-2 and go face. Well, we still can.
Job's done.
Okay. This reform hasn't seen too much stuff just yet. That's real sucky. That is real sucky. But, and that is a very big but, let's 5 mana Lady Darkvein. Yup.
Yeah.
Murder the 3/3 into the Divine Shield because I don't want to get fucked by the random bullshit again. And sacrifice a 2-1, and let's see what happens. Come on, please kill something of his. Just don't go on the lady, that's all I'm asking.
Oh
Nice
my god.
25% chance. Real nice 25% right there, thanks game. Couldn't have done it without you. Still fine though. Still fine though. It is absolutely still doable. Okay. On the 4-5 or on the 4-3, please. Never fucking lucky. Abyssal one time? There you fucking go. So, 6 mana Abyssal. And, do we even play anything here? Let's think a little. What can that do? Can give him a rush target. I'd rather just pass, honestly. Or
Yeah.
wait a second. That Leviathan going face, we don't need him to go face for us, do we?
So many possibilities.
No.
Play the Librarian, he's gonna respect it.
Yeah, yeah.
And next turn we have Zakul and Cultist for the GG. This is a Carriel turn for him, but let's see. No Carriel, it seems. Cool story, Bob. Got him good.
Yeah.
Our hardships
Oh.
Sure.
strengthen our
Oh.
resilience.
Okay, so he takes the 3 and 4, so that's 2 damage each.
He's dead
And we're
anyway.
giving him 3 damage each right now, so that's still GG.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
GG.
Got him good. Final boss, boys. Let's fucking go.
Boss, let's
But
fucking
before
go.
that, let's take a quick bathroom break, not to lose our bladder. Be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Ready, boys? Hi. Let's fucking go.
Fucking go, game.
I had the Dream Streamer lunch. 4 biscuits with some chocolate. Adulting as fuck. Another mage.
Okay,
Final boss, dudes. Let's do it.
let's do it.
Okay, against this guy, I think he only dropped the 6 mana.
Killing
Having a
them.
1-drop. Having a 1-drop is good with Mischievous Imp, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Just to get a sense of what the game is thinking about our choices. We got an Abyssal instead of an Abyssal.
Okay.
Thanks, love, B-draw.
Stop shuddering.
Okay, so that's not a big spell mage, it's aggro.
Back row, yes.
Aggro ping. Crap. Hero power. Ugh, the problem is he's gonna hero power this 3-2 and live his life. This is the dumbest thing in the world, but I think you trade with a hand like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because next turn it's looking like a fucking Bran on curve, man. Like, we're not able to skip another turn. There you go. No cultist off the top, so yeah, play the Bran, and next turn you're still gonna get a fully infused Mischievous Imp. That way it's still gonna summon 3 for you. If you top that cultist, that'd be better though.
Yeah.
Sag, but it is what it is. 4 mana Imp, and he's gonna make the trades anyway, so you can go face. Okay. Bran still did plenty of work here for us. Like, if we skipped Bran that turn, this game was basically over.
Yeah.
That is something not many people would actually do, by the way. Like, people only assume Bran is in here when you have the battle cry right then and there. Like, against aggressive matchups like this, you just gotta give the opponent reasons not to go face and just straight up kill you. Where were you last turn, bitch?
Yeah. Are we forcing the Shaku? You have to deal with it.
I'm okay with it, yeah, sure. Whip it out, and should we even consider trading?
Yeah, maybe we should. Otherwise, you can maybe use another wildfire thing.
Yeah, okay, trade the 2-2 with 1 and go face.
Yeah.
If Combustion was still in the game, that was a bad way of doing things. But it's not. Combustion deals 4 damage in the middle and splashes the leftover on sides.
Yeah. Okay.
That ain't the case no more. Okay, he's dodging the curse damage there, but this 6-5 is gonna live.
Yeah, it should be.
Unless he gets his infuse card, but he's gonna have to sacrifice it insta. Not gonna be infusing it, cycling it. Which could still be okay for him if he has his 4 mana guy. Okay, that's fine. That is fine, because it's not good enough. Asshole.
The freeze, yes. Giving him the curse maybe to heal a bit, or with the cultist, or what do you think?
I think we're kind of fucked. Acceptably fucked, but fucked nonetheless. Problem is, we're getting very close to getting fucked by his Mordresh. His Mordresh is basically ready, like, that apprentice basically got him ready for him. Really sad hand. Really, really sad hand for what we're facing right now.
Or should we use the Abusal? Oh no, we're not using the Abusal.
It's almost a good play, but it's not.
Well, maybe the cultist and...
Can we afford the hero power one more time? Let's hero power. A drag below would be insane. Ish. Hero power. Didn't get it. Cultist. And do we do anything else? I'd say no. Let's just pass.
Yeah.
Okay, got a little bit of healing back. Far from enough. But at least he has to answer this right now. God damn it, drag would have been so good though. Okay. Sure.
Sure.
I'm on board with you on that.
freezing. Oh.
Unbelievable.
Are we going in the circle and library? Or what are we
Yep, that is what we're doing, but we're not gonna play the Flame Imp. So, Fiendish Circle, library on the far left middle. Use it on the 3-4 and smack him in the move.
We
And,
touch.
let's think a little. You're going face with that, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
are we touching? Or are we sacrificing instead? I'd say you're touching. Yeah, let's touch the free. His free too, thank God. There we go. This is not a game where we want to misplay that particular thing.
No.
Okay, this guy's drawing while we're fucking him. Take that any day. Okay, now it's a freeze. Nice. Real nice. Let's think about it.
We could use the library on one of the imps and go face, and then use the abusual wave to clear spot and give him another curse.
That's gonna give him 3 damage. Right now we're connecting for 9 and 3, so that's 12, and after that Lady Darkvein triggered would be enough. So yes, use the location on the far right middle.
Yeah.
Far right middle is what I said, but close enough. Play it on the 1/1.
I misclicked. Yes.
Go face with everything, and 6 mana abyssal after that. That should be good enough.
Job done.
What he could do here is play his 7 mana hero card, and that's gonna give him a bunch of armor, including a possible cold case. That would be real sucky.
Yeah.
But still, I think this was the correct line.
So he still needs to play the curse, right? To not get killed.
Not necessarily. He was gonna gain a ton of armor. That could have given him 9 armor, but we got him. We fucking got him, chat. We fucking... Wait a minute. Yeah, it's 9 damage. He has 8. Perfection! Easy legend, easy life. As long as you play Lady and sacrifice the 2/1, we are Gucci.
Let the ritual of absolution commence.
That went well.
Oh
If I
my
do say
fucking
so
god.
myself. Gotta love it. First time legend is always nice.
I'm legend. Thank you.
Fucking go. Always welcome, man. It's always a pleasure, especially for first time legends. It's always special.
13,100.
It's pretty decent still. A few days ago we went 16,000 with a dude.
Ah, okay.
Pretty nice. First time legend, you're also unlocking a free legendary card, so neat.
That's
Gotta
fucking nice.
love it.
I really like the deck though. It's funny.
The deck
It's
is
really fun.
pretty cool.